The driving's empty and blood's on the ground. Well, I guess it's come to this. I guess it's best we build that bunker in the back. Accept the wretch for what's yet to be determined. Try to grasp the blunders of the past. Beams for the bunker built for sound structure. Puncture ground with that flat shovel spike. But before we do that, we should have some dinner. Clean up this clutter and take down the Christmas lights. Yeah, I guess it's come to this. Board up the windows with the bathroom doors. Batten down the hatches with the mattresses. Lay out a pillow on the concrete floor. It's probably best we cozy up in the basement. Expect the sky's loud crash to last. Feel the taste for canned beans and box raisins. And patiently wait for the clouds to pass. Yeah. Call the children, the sky's coming down. Earth shakes in the siren sound. Wake the ghosts up in their soul down. The driving's empty and blood's on the ground.
To say we live in a time of uncertainty, of course, a gross understatement. Shifting geopolitical tectonic plates and climate change, not to mention a fucking plague. Plus, don't forget the invasion of Ukraine. Roe v. Wade under threat of being overturned. Fascism experiencing a global surge. Conspiracy theories propagating at crazy rates due to unchecked misinformation fanning the flames. Even optimists inclined to frown while they hit the bunker, cause the sky's coming down.
Call the children, the sky's coming down. Earth shakes in the siren sound. Wake the ghosts up in their soul down. The driving's empty and blood's on the ground. Strong winds, I feel it in the passages. Pack up the duct tape, tweezers and bandages. Reaction in the line of every action. Waving those shiny things, bleeding distraction. Hugging up the rich, more powerful than destruction. Building up the bunches, making airlock construction. It's torturous, but it'll never take our souls. Crossing every intersection, making us whole. And they'll hang 'em by the guts till enough say no. Raising up the crowds till they all yell go. Yeah, they'll hang 'em by the guts till enough say no. Raising up the crowds till they all yell go. Call the children, the sky's coming down. Earth shakes in the siren.
Oh,
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Session 8 and probably the final episode of Dice Size Tales' first chapter entitled The Sickened Streets of Velthollow. I am your game master, Craig Darling, and with me as always is my wonderful group of players. Before we get over to them, just a couple little shout-outs, a couple blurbs I've got for you for some things we got going on here at the Emerald Collective. You can find our first foray into the world of podcasting wherever you usually get your podcasts. No Silver Linings is a Call of Cthulhu podcast of Shut Games and features 15 episodes of chilling horror set in Silvermine's Tipperary in 1919. You can also catch the Violet Madness returning to the Emerald Collective in podcast form. Episode 0 recaps the story so far and sets the scene for the adventurous quest to rid the land of Castonia from the magical disease known only as the Violet Madness. Episode 25 dropped on Wednesday. I believe we're up to 26 now on streams now, right, Dave? Oh, he's gone.
Sorry, I was muted. Yes, you are.
Yes. So we do have episode 26 on all the usual platforms and episode 27 on the way. And our Patreon is also live. You can head over there by clicking the link in the chat. Depending on the tier you choose, you can receive original monsters, magic items, and maps to use in your game each month. And there'll also be an opportunity to get early access to podcast discounts on select items on DriveThruRPG, shoutouts on stream, and bonus content, as well as discounts on commissions from both It's a Map and Lisheng Hobby, formerly Absorbs Art, who are responsible for all the awesome Patreon art. And we have also added a $1 tier for those who would like to show their support but can't stretch to the $5 or $10 tier. And if you don't quite have the coin to spare to pledge, fear not. You can still give our Patreon a follow and get a free original monster and magic item for your trouble, plus even more free content on occasion, so make sure you stick around and check out all the gems that we have in the Emerald Collection. Speaking of Patreon shoutouts, we got one for today. And the list is, oh my gosh, usually it's just like one name is available on the list, but I got a whole open list here. I'm going to shout out my good buddy Carrig. Carrig has one of the OGs of the Emerald Collective, and he was around in the dark times long ago.
The before times.
The before times. All that the light touches is Emerald Collective, but that dark space, we don't. Carrig is the wonderful GM of Arcane Adventures in Andromedus, which will be returning on the 6th if all things go to plan. But more on that later. Let's hop back into what is more than likely our final session of this story arc.
Especially for a few of us.
Let's say hello to our players. Dean, let's start with you this week.
Hello, I'm Dean. I am otherwise known as Dina Bags on the socials, and I'm playing the split personality Gulbrana. I'm happy to see where his mindset takes him right now after what happened to Steriaka. Unknown if he'll actually get another body for Eugene, but we'll see what happens. Sacrificers are needed all over the place, so.
This is true. Your work is useful in a broad array of uses, for sure. Very good. Up next, Elle.
Hi, I am Elle. I'm playing Alaskira, the bard/rogue tiefling, and she has literally just come back from the brink of death by Steriaka sacrificing herself. So there's a lot of emotions going at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Certainly.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I've killed your friend.
You there, unconscious witch. What day is it?
Very good. And then just going down one panel from L, there we've got Roberto.
Hello, my name's Roberto. I play Endymion, the plague doctor devil, who is trying his hardest to atone for the sins he has had in life. And right now he is atoning very hard as a unconscious body in the middle of the battlefield.
Indeed. Atone you have, sir. But it seems to have worked in our favor, at least for the moment. We'll see how things go. Hopping over to the other side of the screen over there, right in the middle, we got Dan.
Yeah, hello. I'm Daniel, Dan, anything but Danny. Legion Vox online, and I'm playing Syndral, the tiefling barbarian chef who over the last few weeks has really struggled with his bloodlust and has wanted a little bit something better, to live for more than just the thrill of the fight. And in this last fight with the dragon, seeing his friends in serious danger, close to death, he embraced his power and his bloodlust for good purposes, and he killed a motherfucking dragon.
Yeah, he did.
So,
Sure did.
with a lot of help, but he still he managed to smash in the ribs of Thrax-Ragoth. So at the moment, he is just coming down from his rage, holding his flame-tongued maul tight, eyes wide, teeth bared. He's looking for something else to kill.
Yeah, very good. And then last but certainly not least, we got Dave.
Oh, hi. I am playing Steriaka, the Poisoned One. She is a Coven of the Hidden Moon witch, and it's a Kobold Press subclass. and she's comet-born, which means she was sent from some weird plane we like to call the Shadowfell on the back of a comet. Miraculously survived the impact on the prime material plane somehow, and then she was adopted, or well, she was sort of summoned by a bunch of hags who were her mothers, but it was tough love. Yeah, then we all know some bad stuff happened. Some paladins came and killed her mothers, and she's been kind of existing on her her desire for revenge, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And but now she's dead, so it's okay.
Yeah. Well, she's not dead yet.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah. And yeah, that is our crew. So, as we hop back into the session, the shattered city of Drumkuldir groans in the settling dust of this fight as we return to this floody, swampy ruin of a dwarven city. The air still trembles with the echo of battle, the clash of steel, the roar of the black dragon, the desperate shouts of heroes fighting for their lives. Thrax-Ragoth, the Prince of Putrescence, lies dead at last, his colossal body sprawled across the broken stone. The tar-like, sort of viscous acid that he had been using as a breath weapon is now sort of just spilling harmlessly in these thin threads out of his open maw. And his breath has fallen silent. The victory was hard won and nearly cost the lives of more than one of our party members, but the battle is not yet over. From across the rubble, a lone figure stands unmoving. Sir Fenwick, once a noble paladin of Torm, depending on who you ask, now an undead sentinel bound by duty, twisted beyond death. His armor is cracked, his eyes burn with cold purpose, and his blade rises once more as he prepares to face the party alone. Beyond him lies the true weight of your quest, the cure to the spore plague threatening Velthollow, the fate of this fallen city, and the hope of returning home alive. So steel your nerves, catch your breath, because the final session of this story begins now. Let's play some D&D. Stereaka, you have the top of initiative. Can you give me a death saving throw?
Yes,
please?
I can. All right.
Starting strong, Craig.
Oh. Get the card sheet open.
Ooh, thank you for the boon.
Oh, Boonrat the
Range-
Bat, thank you very much.
Range Rhino.
I only have a success in there already, but I don't think that was from the last session. Didn't you go down once before?
Yeah, you did have one success as of
Did
the
I?
last
Okay,
session.
sorry.
Yeah.
Boop.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh.
narrowly avoiding the one. Very good. Okay, so 10 gets you one failure, unfortunately.
No, it's marked as a
Oh, it's
success in the sheet.
Excuse me, it's early here. It is 10 and up is a success. Yes, so we have 2 successes, no failures right now.
I didn't know the Ring of Protection had
You can
that
kind of
saves.
feel
Makes sense, though.
you can feel your breath sort of stabilizing. You're still grievously injured. You're dying and only sort of vaguely aware of your surroundings right now. Can you remind us where Stereaka's head is at in this moment?
Strangely enough, her memories that flash before her eyes are ones of this party around the campfire and talking, and the moments when she followed them around like a very, very creepy puppy until but then they didn't chase her away, and then she finally got closer and closer and sat down at the campfire one time with them and offered to share her gruel, yeah, for once it's not a memory of murder and loss.
And you can feel them around you. You can almost in the water here. You can almost feel like Aliskara is pulling you to shore from where you on. These people are close, but also seeming very distant and far away. But we will come back to you in just a moment. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
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 What?
We got
Holy
what?
shit!
That is
Andre,
a
thank you very much.
bunch of
Oh my
subs.
god!
Oh my gosh, 15
15.
tier 1 subs.
What?
From on your end.
Good
Thank you so
lord.
much.
Thank
That's
Thank you
huge.
very much, friendo.
Whoa.
Happy Christmas.
Great to see you in.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
Anyway, like, you know, but also thanks for that. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Holy crap, that's amazing.
Thank you very much.
Very good. We do not have a lair action because you're dead, so I'm just going to take that right out of the order. Bring us to Sir Fenwick, who at the start of his turn is going to regain 10 hit points with his regeneration. And he is going to use his multi-attack. He is going... Can he only do this once a day? No, he can't. He can do this as much as he wants. So, Gulbrana, you are standing between Sir Fenwick and his quarry. And he is taking offense to this. He's already threatened your life, and as he goes to raise his sword against you once more, you see that one remaining eye that's not sort of like broken away and it's like kind of half melted. It is glowing bright red, kind of like my infected eye is. And he is going to use a vengeful glare against you. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
I can. Where are you hiding at wisdom saving throw? Do.
Wow, Shackmeister there as well.
Hey, Shack.
5-2.
22.
Oh,
What's
Shaq,
going
thank
on
you
here,
for
lads?
that.
Oh my god!
Look at
Really
that.
showing the Christmas
Thank you,
love.
Shaq.
Love Shack, baby, love
Yeah, we do.
Shack.
Oh, we're 73% of the way to a hype train here. This is amazing.
22, Craig.
Ooh, a hot 22. With that, it's more than enough to succeed. You feel this stiffening as your muscles kind of slow down. You feel this light paralysis almost working its way through you, but you're able to shrug it off. Realizing that this hasn't affected you, he's going to step in and he is going to make a single attack with his sword. He's got a +7 to this.
Oh,
17?
no, it does not hit.
It does not, but I have a boon, so I'm going to use that.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I have shield.
There's also 18 inspos in the pod as well, so
It's true. Oh my gosh, look at him.
Oh, there's
No, you're
18
not-
inspos? Oh my god.
Craig,
That's
you're
a
not allowed to
4
drop
for
them all
a
now,
21 to hit.
Well, then, if that's the case, I'm popping shield. So, okie dokie. Boop. And that is off, so that's me up to a 20. No, I'm not. Don't even need to use it because that's a 23. What did you say you rolled? A 20?
21.
21, yeah. So, yeah, shield brings me up to 23.
Okay, I may not have many more opportunities to use this, so I am going to use my inspiration on this. Just see if I can squeak that by.
Right, just for
No.
theatrics, his shield is Eugene's spirit coming out and pushing the sword just slightly out of the way and back in.
Maybe
Nope.
not today. Yeah, very good. Eugene manifests as this sort of protective spirit for a moment and deflects the blow. Sir Fenwick. Yeah. He's going to risk. No. Yeah, he is going to risk it. Because you've used your reaction. So, he's going to use some movement. 10, 15, 20. He's going to move right about there and assume a defensive stance and wait for the first person to try and get close to him. Aliskira, you are up next.
Okay. So as far as I remember, I used my movement at the end of last time to get to Sterearca, and I'm currently
Indeed.
holding my breath. How do you rule on dragging someone with you for movement? Is it half
So
movement?
it'll be half movement.
Okay.
At a dash, you could get Sterearca out of the water and out onto shore, no problem.
Okay, so I'm gonna bonus action dash and get her out.
Yeah.
We emerge from the water, Allie gasping for air, Sterearca unconscious, and Allie reaches into her one of her pockets and pulls out the two dismembered pinky fingers that Stereoka
Yes.
has given her over the last however long, and presses them to her chest and says, this is not part of our promise, and casts a 3rd level Cure Wounds on you.
Ooh, very nice.
So you can have 11 hit points back.
I'll take look.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
I'll take the 31 there if you want.
I mean, it's Christmas period. It's Monopoly.
It is
Whatever's
it is
rolled,
Christmas.
rolled.
Don't let me do it.
Merry Christmas, you get 11 hit points.
Yeah.
Which is probably just what Stereoka needs right now.
So we're
I
now
don't know why she's not, it's
like,
not letting me change
just over here. Boop, boop.
I have to go to the character sheet and change that.
Oh, weird. Yeah, I just tried to do that for you too, and it just zeroed back out for me. I don't know, Dave. It looks like roll 20 once. You dead.
Well, look, I'm 100% here for it. I'm a big fan of a character death.
Yeah. We know this for sure. R.I.P. Torvig.
Oh. That was a low blow. I was talking about as a player.
Very good.
Good camera.
Okay, well, while you're sorting out your... Oh, choo-choo, that's a hype train. Thank you very much, everyone. We love a hype train here on the Emerald Collective. While you're figuring out your
Oh, yeah.
hit
It does not
points...
you tweak your hit points until you stabilize out of death saves.
You would, Alskar, you would have probably another 5 feet of movement or so. Are you good where you are, or would you like to move a little bit?
No, she'll stay where she is to, I guess, like, try and probably fail to protect Stereoka while she's coming back to life.
Get up!
Damn you! Syndrome
good.
comes over and he's like, he's just sleeping!
Very good. At the end of your turn, we're going to go to Endemion. Endemion, could you make me a death save, please?
Oh yeah, of course I can. You're welcome, buddy.
All I want for Christmas is a death save. Okay.
That's a fail. I'll use one of the 18 boons we got.
This is the last session. We'll need them.
Yay!
Yay! I'm not dying as much.
Okay, not dying as much, just a little. That is a single success. So we got 1 of 3. Stereoka's back up on that end. Thrax-Ragoth is dead, which is going to bring us to Chef Extraordinaire Syndral Thorn. Syndral Dragonslayer Thorn, maybe.
So I mean, I'm kind of standing there. My rage has dropped, and I'm looking at this new scale pattern on my side. Just kind of, this is interesting. And then I kind of look over and I see Endemion lying there. It's like, Jesus, he looks worse than usual. And I'm gonna go over there. Where's the mouse? So I'm pretty much at him anyways, and I'm going to kind of kneel down beside him and kind of, can I analyze him? I don't know, do you want a medicine check or something like that?
Yeah, if you want to try it.
I caught a look of him back when we fought the kobolds that, you know, something ain't quite right here. And I just want to kind of have a look to see, okay, I don't think this is as simple as just sitting him up and pouring a healing potion into him. Is there anything I need to know?
Yeah, I'll take either a medicine or an arcana check.
I've got a -1 on arcana and a 0 on medicine, so let's go medicine.
Fair.
Oh, yeah, I might use an inspiration there. That wasn't that one.
Ryan's got a boon for Endemion here.
I heard
shit.
Nice. Yeah. So let's use inspiration.
Okay.
I'll take that.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Good man, Ryan.
with a 19, you can tell for sure, there is a certain amount of patching up that needs to happen here. And Demian, in his last few moments there, expended a rather immense amount of magic to take possession of the Graveyard Revenant. Whether or not that has had any adverse effects is unclear, but he does indeed look like he's in rougher shape than usual.
I have a potion of healing, a superior potion of healing.
Should get him on his feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of very carefully try not to touch any of his exposed skin. I'm going to take his mask off. I might take my belt knife and try and undo the clasps without touching his skin, and gently lift it off his face, and just like nothing ventured, and go.
Yeah, bottoms
Down
up.
the trap.
Yeah. As you pour it down my throat, for a moment I seem kind of unresponsive, and then the consciousness kind of hits me. It's
So
I kind of just look.
as it's the full as it's full action, do I take the max healing or do I roll the 8d4?
Yeah, I do like the taking a full action for max healing, so let's go for it.
Perfect. So 8d4 plus 8. So 46, 32, what, 40?
Yes, that seems right to me.
So
8d4, yeah.
and I kind of gingerly step back and is like rubbing my hands on myself. It's like, as he kind of, let's face it, his condition kind of freaks me out.
Yeah.
Sweet 40 hit points as you feel and hear the breath return to Endymion. The wounds across his body begin to kind of stitch up, and then you see him start to kind of move a little bit and kind of regain his sense of self and the space around him. Endymion, you are jolted back to consciousness, and with almost just this like accelerated healing, almost you're feeling almost you're about halfway there, so you're feeling much better almost immediately as you kind of look up to Syndril kind of pouring this potion down your throat. Very good. Do you have would you say anything to him? Would you have any sort of reaction?
As of right now, my attention, after being woken up and like observing everything, is to look at the dragon that's fallen aside of me, and it seems like for whatever reason, my attention is completely focused on that at the moment.
Good. And Syndril, anything else for you on this turn?
I wonder, so I set up my movement. Once I kind of pour that down, I'm going to use my movement and head over to kind of join Endymion, kind of in a united front there against this fella here. So I'm going to stay here right beside him.
Okay.
And that's me.
Very good. Which will bring us to Golbrana. Golbrana, you have blocked... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, go on ahead, keep going.
I was just gonna say, you've managed to repel yet another one of this Revenant's blows. I really tried to like make him sort of imposing, but he has just not been able to hit you. He is not up to Golbrana's standard of what a martial fighter should be. But now Syndril's beside you as you're looking behind. Demian and Steriaka are kind of stirring and coming back to life. What do you do?
I'm gonna high five Syndril and say,
Nice.
Tag, you're in. And I'm running straight towards Steriaka. And I am sliding on my knees onto her where she is. And I am popping Cure Wounds at 3rd level. As her eyes are opening, I'm saying, I think you've got a reunion to be ready for. And you get all of this 30 hit points.
Nice.
You're muted by the way.
Very nice.
30 hit points.
I think, yeah, I was like, holy shit! 30 hit points, lads. Thank you very much.
But besides Syndril is the cannon, and it's taking a pot shot at scary
Sure.
McUndaddy.
Sure.
And that is, I can't remember where it's at. Actions. Do.
I watched Gulbrana leave, and as he, I didn't notice the cannon, so I'm watching him slide over to Steriacha, and next thing the shot goes off beside me, and Syndril just like
Yeah.
not manly at all, just like
Yeah.
I'm trying to actually see where it's disappeared to. Where the I'm sorry. I will roll it. I'll roll the damage to hit in a wee second, so you can tear on. That's my turn over by this shot, so I'll roll it in a moment. So don't want to hold the game up.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, there we go. Ranged attack spell. So. Do.
Shooter!
Oh, that was nearly a natural 20. Oh, damn it. So that's a 10. Miss.
Yeah, he is able to just kind of at the last moment. He doesn't really notice the turret immediately either until the shot goes off, and the last second is able to kind of duck out of the way of the bolt that it fires, which will bring us back to the top of the round with Steriacha.
Right. Okay, so I think she stands up and she's not sure what to say, but she will say something at some point. But she kind of just looks like she's getting her bearings more so, and she's kind of missing her step a little bit as one foot slides back into the water and she climbs herself out. Where is he? Is that him there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, one second. Yes.
Yes. Okay. That's okay.
It's always dangerous when Dave starts using ranges.
Yeah, I see that circle and I'm like, oh no, I'm in danger.
Okay, so that's where I'm in danger. That's where the fireball's gonna land. Because she's not holding back, and she kind of slides out of the water and she goes, now you'll burn like you burned my parents. And she just launches the fireball, but it's not the tiny pea. It's just this 20-foot radius ball of fire from the beginning, and it just it's almost it's immediately grown, larger, born from years of resentment and hatred, and it's going to land there. So I'm going to do 6 points of damage.
Hammy, fuck yeah!
And then I'll tell you what the spell save is. It's probably going to be all ones. She's tired. 18 is not great, but look at so that is a DC 16 with some dexterity saving throw.
Wait, it's fireball, right?
Yeah.
You're missing 2d6.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh
thank you.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I was like
man.
66. What?
Thank you. Oh, I rolled 66.
Second level fireball.
Okay, 25.
Yeah, the second level, the legendary second level fireball.
I rolled 66. What was I thinking? A flame strike? Maybe that's 68. Anyway.
Okay. All right.
How does he feel about that? You motherfucker.
I'm gonna use an inspo on that.
Yeah, you have to.
Natural 20, baby.
Nice.
Damn
we'll
you.
take the half damage on that. Damn you. Shoot.
What's that? 25 to 26, 13?
Yeah. Tail will take the 13 points of damage. And Sir Fenwick, in this sort of fungal revenant form, just takes the blow of the fireball. It erupts around him, and it does clearly kind of burn and damage him a bit, but he stands unflinching, those red eyes just glowing out from that center of flame and smoke, seeming to just drill holes into your skull.
Yeah. She's starting to realize now that, I mean, she missed her chance to kill the real Sir Fenwick, though. Because this isn't him. This is an undead or revenant version of him.
That's really facsimile.
Yeah, that's
him,
really settling in now, and she feels cheated.
Good thing there's still a gang more of them out there.
Awesome.
Although,
Glad there's
I
a
get-
gaggle
I
of
get
paladins
the-
somewhere out there.
yeah, a murder of paladins. In fact.
Oh yeah, a
Um,
murder of paladins.
Yeah. A bonfire of vengeance.
Yeah. Ooh, Bonfire Vengeance is my favorite
Yeah,
Guns N'
yeah.
Roses
There
record.
you go. There you go. There you go.
I'm writing that
All
down.
right. Anything other than anything else for you other than the fireball?
No, she'll. I don't think even sort of that proclamation has taken a lot out of her, so she'll just kind of reach over and pat Aliskira and Gulbrana in thanks.
Good. Bum, bum. The end of your turn.
Shaq understands the assignment.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
At the end of your turn, we go to Sir Fenwick, who at the start of his turn regains 10 hit points from his neat little...
Son of a bitch.
yeah, from his regeneration. I was like, there's a word for this. There's a word I use all the time for this regeneration.
The re-heal ability.
I've got, yeah, the fuck you ability.
Syndicate effect.
All right. Well, he is... Yeah. He is going to reposition again. He's going to move 15 feet back here.
Oh.
And then he is going to extend a hand towards Syndril, because he's the closest one and looks like he's about to attack him. He's going to fire 2 arcane bolts in your direction. Let's make it easy to go here. +7s. That is a dirty 20 and a 19.
Stinking.
Yeah, bad time to have dropped rage.
Oh. Both will hit, I'm assuming.
No, yes.
Oh, yes. And these necrotic bolts kind of fire out of his hand and kind of swirl around each other. They both connect, center of the chest. They each do 4d10 necrotic. For a total of 34 points of necrotic damage. And he is going to then put his scimitar back in between himself and you and assume another defensive stance and just kind of hold his position there. Which will bring us to Aliskira and then Endymion.
Okay. He's bloodied, right? Sorry.
He is
I'm
bloodied,
losing my
but-
voice.
Yeah, he is bloody, for sure.
I think I just want to try and incapacitate him rather than take shots at him. So
Sure.
I am going to look at Stereaka and say do what you have to and give her bardic inspiration. And then I'm gonna try and wait. How far away is he actually? Before I say that,
He is probably
Nine.
within blasting distance. Let's see.
is he
45 feet.
Okay? So I will use like 15 feet of movement to get within 30 feet of him, and then I will try and cast Tasha's hideous laughter on him.
Ooh. Very nice.
So that is a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Okay,
yeah,
he's
like-
got a decent wisdom. Oh yeah, I mean we got our cup of inspiration runs over right now, so I'm gonna use another one. Oh my gosh, it's
What
worse.
an
It's way worse.
inspiration, baby!
Absolutely
Wow.
delighted.
Oh no, I didn't roll with inspiration. I rolled with despair. Oh no. Classic mistake. So it's gonna be an 8 all at 5.
Okay, so he is prone and incapacitated, and he
What-
just
what
at
was
the
the
end of
joke?
his. Huh?
What was the joke?
Yeah.
Did she tell a joke?
Oh god, now I have to think of a joke. I'm not funny.
But Aliskira is.
That was
Yeah.
a joke. Just her
Aliskira
saying I'm
came
not
up
funny.
with the best joke ever. Yeah. prone and incapacitated, wisdom save at the end of his next turn. Or anytime he takes damage. But
Okay, alright. Oh, well, that's definitely not good. Yeah, Sir Fenwick falls prone on his back. This awful, just like it's just full hideous laughter, aptly, sort of taking over him. He's unable to kind of do anything, just consumed by the hilarity of the spell. But that'll be, that's really not good for him. All right, anything else for you on this turn?
no, sorry.
No worries. Okay, he's there. That's that. And Demian, you're up with Chef Thorn on deck.
Seeing as the rest of the party has pretty easily got him situated, and because of Endemian's kind of hyperfixation on the dragon, I am going to use half my movement to kind of prop myself up using my staff, my cane, to kind of like pull myself up to my feet and then kind of limp my way over there, using it as more of a walking stick than I normally do, over towards the dragon. And I'm going to look towards its chest, sit down on the floor there, and examine it. I'll explain more what I will do after combat, because this is more of like an after combat thing.
Sure. Would you like to roll me, let's say, a medicine check?
Sure. I'm good at those. Yeah, that's an 18.
Very good. We'll hold on to that 18, and once things kind of quiet down, we'll see what we can figure out here. Will that be all you're doing
That's
with
my
this turn?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then we'll move on to Syndril with Gulbrana on deck.
So Syndril kind of just like, he's all tensed up. He's just got that kind of necrotic burn in his chest. He's like, oh, fuck you. God. Yeah, gods. And then he sees this guy just literally collapse in laughter and looks back at Alice Skyrim and is like, good joke. Good. I liked that. It was good. I'm going to steal it.
Sometime.
Chicken my ribs.
Just kind of slowly walks over to this guy. And so is he standing up, or is he?
One sec.
Oh,
When
boy.
you get about here, can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh my god, the traps!
No!
Not the traps!
Where am I saves gone? Smaller.
Just a reminder, Syndril, you do have flight speed, 10 feet.
Do I still have my flight?
Stereaka went down, but it was your flight. Oh, sorry, I was thinking invisibility. Ignore me. Shut up.
I'm going to use it on this.
You could always use one from the pop there.
Oh, I know that might be.
How deep is the pit?
How deep is your pit?
Okay, that's
we're gonna
15 altogether.
15 altogether. With that 15, Aliskar, you see Syndril kind of take a few steps towards the Revenant, and then there's just this falling away of stone beneath his feet. You see Syndril disappear down that pit. You do still have your flight.
It was a swagger as well. It's like, you know,
yeah, just like, oh, we got this.
And
Syndril, you fall. I gotta reveal some more of this map here. You fall about 15 feet into a basement level, this chamber that is flooded with this kind of green tinged like water, and you hit the surface of the water and you sink in about another 10 feet. You don't take any damage, but can you give me a constitution saving throw real quick?
So is that the basement where they keep the Trasks?
Yeah. You reached my Tarrasque basement.
No.
With the +7, that's a 10.
It's
Okay,
a
very
basement
good.
where they keep something else that I'm not going to say out loud.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I remember
Okay.
what's down there.
So you're not going to take any damage from the impact, but as you hit the water and are submerged in that acidic water, you are going to take 9 points of acid damage.
This is the dragon's jacks, isn't it? The toilet. Where he just like had a big acidic piss every morning.
It's the piss drawer.
Yeah.
Additionally, Syndril, as you breach the surface of the water,
Yep,
you
there it
do
is.
see standing on a half-submerged coffin, that spellcaster, who had previously fallen into a pit, now standing above the water on fairly dry, solid stone, waiting for someone to come down here, and he is going to fire off an arcane bolt on you.
Oh.
I should say 2. Well, that's a 6 and a 1. So even with the +7, that's going to be an 8 and a 14, and I don't think either hits.
Nope, it does not.
Okay, very good. You do still have movement. You do still have most of your turn, in fact.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to allow, as you know, the arcane bolts kind of plow into the acidic water. I'm just going to laugh. Oh, nice try. Not enough. And I'm going to rage and leap at him with my rage
Yes!
and just come down on him with my maul. So now I haven't activated the flame on it, so I just have to ignore the flame damage, which is that's 14 damage, I think, because adding the rage. I haven't hit rage here, so it's not counting it. So 14 damage with the first one.
Yep, which will bloody the spellcast.
That is 16 damage on the second one.
Ooh, very nice. You land 2 glancing blows, and you actually knock the mask clear off of this person's face, revealing just this desiccated husk of a visage behind that mask. These fungal growths, rather, kind of pushing up out of the neck, and with every breath, kind of exhaling a bit of spore. Can you give me another Constitution saving throw, please?
And I'm also going to hit him with some nipple lightning after this.
Yeah, of course.
Can't say. 7. Okay, 18.
Ooh, very good, very good. You're able to kind of avoid that small little cloud of spores before activating your nipple lightning.
All right. So, Dex 15 save on your behalf.
Yes. Oh, he's not very dexterous. Oh, God, I'm using an inspo.
Do it.
Oh my god.
Ah, it's a nat 1. Ah, I keep rolling from the despair pool. Okay, yeah, he fails.
So, what am I?
Very depressed that their friend dragon had died.
Yeah.
It's just a simple 3 damage, but
Hey, that's 3
Singes
damage that he
those.
didn't have before. Okay. Oh, he's looking rough, but he is still up. You staying down here for the moment?
yeah.
Very good. Very good. Which will bring us up to the top with Galbrana. Oh, I didn't actually. There we go. Now you should be able to see that. Okay. We'll go over to Galbrana with Steriaka on deck.
What I want to do is kind of, I think it works with my Tensor's floating disc because it's always 20 feet from me. But I want a Marty McFly kick onto it and bring myself over and down the hole, following Syndril, because I'm like, no, he's not going down by himself.
Very good. Very good.
Now it can't raise up, it can't go up or down vertical things. But if I push it over the hole, it's going to drop.
Sure.
Cinematically, I want to come down, see this guy, and cast Scorching Ray at level 3. Obviously, until I see him. But yeah, coming down Tony Stark-esque, and it will be 4 rays that I have to roll for.
Very good.
And we just got 5 gift subs from an anonymous benefactor.
Ooh, a mysterious anonymous benefactor.
Yeah,
That's
hiding in the
This is
shadows.
great.
it's kind of like a little more seductive that way. I like it.
Yeah.
It makes me feel pretty.
Thanks, Anon. Wink, wink.
Yeah. Secret admirer.
Wait a minute, gonna meet me behind the dumpster in the cafeteria after school today.
We'll just hold hands. It's fine.
I'm more like
Yeah, just hold hands.
in the shed again.
That's already naughty enough.
Let me see. I've lost where it is. Right, so 4. I've got 4 hits to go for here. 1. That's a natural 1. It misses.
Nice. Remember,
That's
we
the
do
second
have a
one.
pool
That's a
of
19.
17.
That is a 18. Is that a hit?
Yeah,
So that's 2. Then we're on to 3. Go away. I hate the way the thing stays on your screen. Natural 20 for the third one.
Oh, that's gonna be a big one. Would you like to use your inspiration to reroll the first one?
Oh, of course. Please. I've done matter. 13.
13 hits.
Oh, yay! So 4 hits, 1 natural 20. So wait, I haven't run a crit with you yet. What way does your crit?
So your maximum potential damage for that bolt plus your rolled.
Okay, so 12 for the crit straight away, and then I roll the dice for it. Oh, that was nice on 12. So 24 on the first slap. Then the other 2. Do you want me to just roll once for the other 3 rays?
Yeah, if you want to roll just all your damage dice at once, I'm happy with that.
So with that 66, makes it easier for us all.
24 plus 66.
Come on,
Come on, baby.
27.
Ooh, very
So that's
nice.
44, 64, and 7 is 71. Is that right?
Yep, that's right. What does it look like as you defeat this spellcaster, setting him ablaze?
It's just like, as I said before, he has like a writhing skin armor on him whenever he's in combat. It disappears when he's not. But his runes on his arm is where the power comes from, where he's cut himself when he was younger. And they raise up and are just floating around his arms, and the beams just start to pour out from the runes underneath, actually burning his skin. And you can see him wince, but grin at the same time. And as he's coming down towards Syndrome and say, "You see, power is actually quite fun," and start rubbing it down. And the tensor's floating disc, as it floats down, you see the fingers start to pull themselves across the floor. If whatever movement I have left, that's it.
Very good.
As this guy burns, so I might just kind of clang my maul kind of off my shoulder armor with clang. Order up, well done.
Very good. Yeah, these bolts just riddle this undead spellcaster's body, and I think he does like the General Grievous, like the flame starts in the torso and then like works its way up and like out the eyes, and he kind of falls back into that acidic water and begins to sink beneath its surface. Which will bring us back to the top of Steriaka.
Oh. Okay. Let me get back onto the other map. There we are. Alright. He's still going. Okay, what's he gonna do? Sorry, I should have prepared this, but I was too into what was happening down there.
No worries.
I think we're gonna stick with the fire theme. She's just gonna give a belt of a firebolt. Or will she? Yeah. Boop. So not 20.
Ooh, natural 20.
All right.
Has it rolled for me? I think it has done 18 points of damage, but not 20. Is that right? 2d10?
But I think it will.
It rolled 40-10.
Oh, 40
Yeah, I rolled
10. And I got
40-10.
18 with 40-10. Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah, and I think she's gonna move closer as well.
Well, you didn't do the
Oh, yeah.
the max thing.
Oh, of course. Sorry. Yeah.
Instead, it'll be
So the first two are
20
3 and
plus
9.
your-
3 and 9. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So what is it? So it should be max. Yeah, 3 and 9 plus max damage, which is 20.
20, yeah. So
And then so 3 and 9, 32.
Ooh.
That's
I think
nice.
that's a little bit more respectable.
That's a
That's
snazzy number.
Yeah.
That is a really good number. He is now.
And
gonna
all the
make a
while she's
wisdom
walking
save.
towards him. Oh shit! Sorry, I'm moving other people now.
Got the spare pool.
The spare pool, go. 15 plus 3, Alice what's your spell save DC?
17.
It's a million, I'm afraid.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his modifier, he does have an 18 on that wisdom save. So as that firebolt hits him, it seems to knock him out of the spell that Alice has weaved around him. You could see him beginning to like kind of get up.
Oh shit! I didn't realize it did that.
himself.
Sorry.
No, I did that just to help you. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
fine.
I guess she's just gonna. She has murder like very clearly in her eyes here. So even though she's not a martial class, she needs to get up close and wrap her fingers around his neck.
Yeah.
How do you choke out a zombie?
I mean, you just twist, grab, and then twist until the head pops off.
True.
And then throw the head in the lake.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Solid Keystone gifting 5 tier 1 subs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The
Woo,
people
thank
are
you.
in the gift-giving spirit today.
Yeah, we really
This
appreciate
is
it.
wonderful.
Very Kanishmish.
Yeah, thank you all.
Over 30 subs in the last hour.
That's
This is-
crazy.
Yeah.
Get
Such
some.
a little party.
The subathon.
Thank you, Solid.
It is substantial.
Just-
Okay.
Oh,
Love it.
That was
21, we have 21, 21 inspirations.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That may be the highest the inspiration pool's ever been, I think.
But it's also added 2 hours to the length of the stream. With the amount of rerolls we have to do.
The fight will never end. We'll just keep succeeding against each other's saving throws.
Very good. Syriac, anything else for you on this turn?
No, she's just the Kubrick stare, and she just there's just a quiet murder in her eyes.
Very good, Chef. At the top of Sir Fenwick's turn, he is no longer prone, no longer giggling. In fact, looks very serious as he closes the distance to you, Steriak. He's
Let's
going to
do
use his
it.
multi-attack. The first one's going to be a shove. Can you give me a strength saving throw, please?
What the fuck is this? A mosh pit? That was unexpected.
I
Strength
just
saving throw.
imagine the JoJo meme when they were walking towards each other.
I think I'll have to do an old inspiration there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take
No,
the
you
one.
rolled with
Great.
despair.
I'll take the one.
All right, with the one, Sir Fenwick pushes you 5 feet back, and
Okay.
which reveals another one of these pits below you as you step into.
How
or
does
as
he
you
see
push
them
into that
all?
Area. He knows exactly where they are.
Does he? He had a
Not
servant
all-
stick them.
So many piss traps.
Yeah.
So many piss traps. Into the piss you go. You drop down another 15 feet, hit the surface of the water.
No, she doesn't, because I'm going to use
No,
my
I moved the
reaction
pit.
when you take or when you or a creature you see within 60 feet of you falls, and I'm going to cast Featherfall on her.
Ooh, very
I'm
good.
still gonna take the acid damage, just really slowly.
Yeah.
With one thumb
Yeah,
up, like,
And it
Yeah,
doesn't
just
stop until you
slowly
actually
drifting.
land, so her descent through the acid is now longer.
It went from like a quick dive into like the slow supervillain just
the
lowering
slow
you into
immersion.
the pool of
Can I get a Constitution saving throw from Steriac,
Sure
please?
thing. Here we go.
at least
You-
we didn't get splashed on.
I just remembered you still have a bardic, unless you just used it.
Oh no, I'd love to
Oh,
use that.
indeed.
Oh no, but I have to take the one, so it's not gonna help.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But at least with your con save.
Oh, nice one. Yes, thank you. Good call.
It's a D8, I believe.
Let's do another inspo.
Yeah, we got him.
Smoke him, we got him.
Marginally
10.
better.
And it's a D8. Let's stick the D8 in there. That's a
Ooh,
12.
Okay.
Do I have a boon?
close.
I have a boon.
You do have a boon.
You do have a boon.
Trying to avoid the piss damage as much as you can.
Yeah,
15.
15.
It's just
Alright,
a wee
you're-
problem.
You're
Just a wee problem.
Oh,
gonna take half piss damage. As
Yo, Brana,
so
you're a
half
whiz
of four
at
is 2.
this.
You can take 2 points of acid damage as you slowly, elegantly dip beneath the surface of the water, and then eventually the featherfall runs out.
I would say my mom took way more than 2 points of acid damage in the 70s, but anyway.
Yeah, didn't we all? Okay. And he's going to replace one of his attacks. He is going to look over to Aliskira with this cruel glint in his eye, and he is going to use his ring in place of an attack and cast Fireball down into the pit. So I need everyone down there to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Hopefully the piss isn't flammable.
Oh, mother of God, don't give him ideas, lad. Come on. Plant the seed of inspiration into his
Oh, what's
head.
after happening? I got kicked out again.
I have nothing. Can't see.
good. Inspo roll, I think.
I'm going to pull an inspo roll as well. Yes.
Please do. Please do.
Flying out the
We got
gate,
too
though.
many.
No, I'm going to have to use.
It's a 19 for me.
Yeah, we got a crisp 9 and a crisp 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, crisp 9, crisp 8. Stereaka.
You fell in the
crisp-
pit. You fell in the pit. We all fell in the pit.
I'll throw a boon on that if it will help.
Yeah.
Oh.
It should.
Will not help my 9 anyway, no doubt.
That's a 17.
Okay. Alright. So Goldbrowner, you are going to take full damage from this. Syndril and Stereaka are going to take half, and I believe Syndril is going to further resist that half damage.
Roll low, Craig. Come on. It's Christmas. Come on.
29 points of fire damage to Goldbrana. Half
Goldbrana
that to
is
Stereaka.
out.
Oh, Galbrana loses consciousness, which means that the tensor's floating disc dissipates as he loses consciousness, and then he hits the water.
Not the piss damage, no.
I'm not gonna roll damage on that. That will just be an initial failed death save for Galbrana.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry, what did I take? Half of that. 14.
Yeah, 14. Yeah.
Resistance. Do I half that again with fire resistance?
Yeah.
Yes, because you just took half damage from the successful save, and then you just resist whatever that is. So you will take 7 points of damage on that.
Lovely.
And then, how much movement's you got? Yeah, you all are down there for the moment. He is going to close the distance to Aliskira, sword drawn once more. But that is his turn. Aliskira, you are up with Endymion on deck. It is suddenly a lot more lonely up here. Endymion's still up here. Everyone else is down below.
Okay. I think she is going to stare up at him and say, "What the ever-loving fuck is wrong with you?" And use unsettling words
So
on
much.
him so that he has to subtract a d8 from his next saving throw.
Ooh.
And then...
Which he's going to make right now, I assume.
Yeah.
yeah.
That is going to drop a third level dissonant whispers, which is
Yes!
just going to be a really fucking angry scream.
Sure.
Real high pitched, breaking glass.
What a
everywhere.
whisper. What
Yeah.
a whisper.
So yeah, DC 17 minus a d8, please.
Okay. Sorry, wisdom?
Yes.
Yeah.
You did say he has pretty good wisdom, so it's
He's
very...
got all right wisdom. I am going to use an inspo because we've got just inspo coming up the wazoo here. Okay, so that's a 20 minus
Minus
a D8. for 6, which is 14, but I do have a boon, so I'm gonna bump that back
Oh,
Damn it!
look at this! Look at this!
for 3
For
to
a
17.
Or 17. Oh.
Takes it to 17. Meets it, beats it.
Ah.
God damn you, viewers!
You know what would be funny? You know what would be really funny? Just, if I use silvery barbs here.
That would be funny.
Yeah, like I'm using right now.
Hell yeah. All right. Reroll. Do I
We just
still
need-
apply the D8 to this?
I know that it retains for other people when I give it, but I don't think it's.
Okay. I'm not going to need to repeat the D8. That is a 2 on the die for a 5 wisdom. So it is, in fact, going to go through and damage him.
Okay,
Right.
so he takes 20, because it automatically rolled for me. So 20 psychic damage, and he has to. What does it say? He
use
has
his reaction
to
to run
immediately
away from
move
you.
as far away from me as possible. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's... Oh, wait. That's nasty. Uh-oh. He is going to...
It does
Where
say
did he go?
he doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, such as a file or a pit. So
Yeah, and he does know where the pits are. All right, so he's going to move 30 feet this way.
T-Rage right in chat saying, don't forget that someone gets advantage from that as well.
Ooh, yes.
True. I almost forgot. Well, I can only see one person, so Aliskara, you got it.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
If he's moving away from me and he was in melee with me, does that mean I get an opportunity attack on him as well?
Unfortunately, forced movement does not provoke
Okay.
opportunity attacks.
I think my only thing is, as we learnt last time, is booping on the head anyway. So.
Just giving him a little...
Dissident Whispers for like opportunity attacks is like one of those things where a lot of people go back and forth on it.
Yeah.
Because forced movement is normally like a shove or like
Yeah.
an explosion or something. This is they have to move. They're moving.
Yeah,
But-
like they're being compelled to move.
Yeah. So it could go either way. It's up to the DM.
I could see that.
Exactly, yeah,
For
exactly.
sure. Very good. He ends his turn across there. Or sorry, he immediately moves. It is still your turn if you'd like to.
I think she'll just move to the, which seems like a terrible idea. She'll just move to the edge of the pit to try and look down to see if the others are okay.
Okay.
I'm being deep fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be
can
glad there's not
you
another
make me a
pit
dexterity
right next to
saving
it.
throw, please.
God damn.
Oh, Jesus.
No, I called it.
Okay, 20.
Oh, very good. You take a couple steps forward. You feel the stones beneath your feet beginning to kind of drop away from under you, but in that moment, you're able to kind of sidestep away as the stone falls away and reveals another pit.
Silvery tongue.
Saving sound.
She says, no. No.
Nah. Nuh-uh. Yeah, that's me then. Unless,
Very good.
can I see them? Or do use perception check as an
From
action?
where you are. No, you can just look right down there. From where you are, you can probably see Stereaka. Galbrana, you don't see, and Syndril, I think, is out of kind of your field of vision as you look down. But you
Okay.
can definitely see Stereaka down there.
I think she just kind of wants to check that some of them are alive and that she hasn't just brought some of them back to life to then watch them all die again.
And
but
Demian,
otherwise,
you
that's
are
me.
up. Okay. And Demian, you are up with Syndril on deck.
All right. I was expecting the combat to have been over by now, so I
Sure.
suppose I will help speed up the deathification process. How far is he from me?
Yeah, he's a stone's throw, 45 feet, 40 feet or so.
Cool. The one thing is the only ranged cantrip or like spells I have do poison damage. Everything else is everything else is melee. Well, I guess I just got to do it. I'll use one of my free uses of Ray's Sickness for +9 to hit.
Okay.
Woo! 17.
17 is going to hit. However, as it slams against him, Sir Fenwick seems unfazed by this. He is immune to poison damage.
Makes sense. Well, I'm going back to sitting down and working on my toy. I can't do anything else.
Very good, very good. At the end of your turn, we go to Syndril, and then back to Galbrana. Syndril, after this fireball went off and the smoke and the flame cleared, Seriaka is still visible and she's all right. Galbrana, however, you see just like the last little bit of like his hand disappearing beneath the water in front of you.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus for. I think I should still have it. Where have we gone? Yeah, sorry, second wind.
Yeah.
I'll do that. 1d10 plus 2. Let's see what we got. Oh, you fucking bastard! 4 points. But I'll take it. So 4 points healing. I'm just literally going to jump in, leap from where I'm standing, and in towards Galbrana. So wade through it. I'll jump as far as I can towards, but I know I'm going to have to go in, and I'm literally just going to lift him out of the water. Kind of shake him off, to shake the droplets like.
Drip
Can you give me a Constitution save real quick?
That's a 13.
That is a 13. You do both have a boon and an inspiration. A boon would probably get the job done. Oh, there we are. All right, so half damage.
And then and I'm gonna pick him up and try and place him on the crypts here out of the acid.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, you have more than enough movement to get him out of the water, and as you're like lifting him overhead, like shaking him off, you can feel like the burning a little bit on like, you know, your legs and waist kind of areas. You kind of get up to this more shallower area, set him down. You only take 3 points of acid damage as you get him over there, but you have avoided Galbrana immediately failing a death save on his next turn.
Mm-hmm. So I haven't there. I don't think there's use my bonus. And that was, I presume, my action to pick him up and carry him was my action. So I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, leave it at that.
Wonderful. And we'll be back to Galbrana. Galbrana, can you give me a death saving throw, please?
Yes. Oh. Come on, D20. I've got +1 to this. My saving throw.
Yes.
14.
14.
Yes.
A failure and a success. So you're in this kind of moment betwixt life and death, and kind of vaguely aware of the space around you. What's going on in Galbrana's head right now?
Galbrana's back in that upstairs room with Eugene, playing with the wooden toys. Everything else is not happening. He's in his forced memory. He can hear arguing downstairs. He can hear people coming up towards to get Eugene, and it's that moment he goes into Eugene's mind, and he's just replaying that over and over and over and over in his head.
Yeah, in the deepest recesses of your mind palace. Very good. We'll leave you in your maybe happy space for now.
Yeah, I just dropped into a pool of acid. It's more like a mind rave. So
yeah, yeah, mind rave. I love that. Mind rave is my favorite Skrillex record. Back up to the top of the order with Steriaka. Steriaka, at the start of your turn, you're in the water. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Right, to unmute there. Okay, cool. Here we go. 23 for not 20.
23. All right,
that means I regain all my hit points, right?
Usually yes, but no, you take half damage, so you'll take 4 points of acid damage.
Okay, then
start your turn.
Look, I think she's going to reapparate her broom That is again the stick just becomes longer, and it all these teeth sprout from it, and then this like wet, sticky lump of black hair sprouts out the end of it, and she gets on, and she's going to fly back up through that. I think it's a bonus action to do that.
I believe so. Yep.
And she's going to give him a belt of. Let's just stay in character here and give him a belt of a fireball, I think.
Yeah.
So I pop out here. Is it here?
Yep.
Where's he? There.
Yeah, roughly there.
Okay. Well, do you know what? I think we'll upcast this one to 5th level.
Ooh, very good.
So we're going to go fireball.
Immolated.
Yes, indeed. Where's it gone? Where is it gone? There it is. Okay, cool. Boop. 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 What the fuck? Okay.
What?
Oh, that was the extra damage, is it? The upcast?
No, it rolled a d20 for some reason.
Why does it do that?
That's not right. That's not how that works.
You have to roll to hit with fireball. Everybody knows that.
Oh, my mistake. My mistake.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it hasn't done the upcast.
No, it only did 8d6.
But
It's like-
in the drop down menu, I selected level 5. That's really weird.
That's very strange.
So here's
think
yeah,
it's
go ahead.
2d6 again.
Roll your extra dice.
Yeah, there you go. All right, that's 33 points of damage.
Should be another 2d6. No.
Oh, sorry, of course I should. Yeah. Don't often play spellcasters.
Very good. very good.
33 and 8 is 41.
Hey.
I'm
Little
not
bit
going to
more
roll for that
respectable.
because even if he saves, this is it for Sir Fenwick. So what does that moment look like for Stereaka?
I think as she rises on her broom, she sees him. She glides to a halt. And if you'll allow a bit of flavor with the spell, I think she is carrying this massive ball of fire. But as she launches it at him, and it explodes with the fury and the power that it should. She walks. It's still there. It's hovering there, and she walks down, and she almost just closes it with her hands until it is just a raging hot ball of fire on his head. And as she thinks back to the screams of her mother's dying, burnt to the stake, she looks into this thing's eyes, and she savors every second and every detail of it.
The fireball.
So she's right beside him now.
Very good. As the flame clears, Sir Fenwick's corpse now lies blackened against the cobblestone around this ruined chapel. The fist of Torm is sort of totally charred over. The fungal growths that were kind of poking out and around the armor a little bit have been totally cleared away. And for a moment, although he is fully dead and crispy,
Crispy.
you look down. For a moment, you're looking into the face of this man, a little bit more recognizable than he was just a moment ago with the fungus cleared away. And that's going to bring us out of combat, folks.
Solid. Thank you
However-
for the boon. Thank you very much.
Galbrano, could I get one more death save from you, please?
No, you couldn't write a combat. No, you couldn't. Oh no. Oh, it's a 7. Well,
Oh.
8. It's an 8.
It's an 8.
As I'm dead, I can't use a boon. No, no.
Nope.
We have already done that this session, so I think
Oh.
to be fair,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Usually
Class.
we wouldn't, but we have already, so it wouldn't be fair to not let you.
Come on.
Yes. Very good, very good. 2 successes, 1 failure. Safe in your mind palace for now. Syndrill's right there with you, and the rest of the gang are upstairs. How do the next few moments kind of play out?
I'm going to kind of pick him up and try and clear with one of my napkins from one of my pouches, trying to clear some of the acid off him. And I'm kind of pouting around my pouches, looking just like, I don't have any more of the treats. I don't have any healing potions, but I do pull out and read the labels like potion of heroism. Might help, and just pour it down his throat. So I don't know if it'll help with 10 temporary hit points for 1 hour on the bless spell.
That will do the trick. At the end, before that hour is up, Galbrana will need some actual healing, but it is
Just
enough
dropped
to
again.
get
Oh, hey, where's it gone?
That was a fun day. Ooh.
Yeah. But it is enough to get him slowly up and back on his feet. That bless spell is going to feel nice too.
So 10? 10?
Yeah, 10,
Yeah.
10.
As soon as I catch my breath, reactively, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself. Just feel the burn and know the difference between life and false life. Being an necromancer and go like, yeah, I know the tightrope I'm walking. Fuck that noise.
I just say there's like, welcome back. I promise you, you stay with us. There'll be a big plate of chips and nuggets for you later on.
His favorite.
I'm just staring at his axe like, could you use that instead? So Cure Wounds on myself at 3rd level. Yay.
Very good.
Boop, 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 boop. Get all that up and around you. 38. Ew.
Does anyone have a rope so we can try and help you guys get out the pit?
There's stairs
Syndrill
right
does still
there.
have a fly.
Oh, there's
speed,
stairs.
So, yeah.
Mm.
There are 2 sets of stairs that lead up to the ground level, just kind of off to the right hand side of the room, where it's a little bit less flooded. Also, Syndrill does still have a bit of a fly speed, I believe, so you could just go straight up if you wanted.
So now I'll just literally pick up Galbrana by the scruff, and just kind of slowly float my way over to the stairs.
Wonderful.
Then drop him down, kind of not too far, but kind of, like a mother cat carrying a kitten, just like.
Galbrana, as you've picked him up real unceremoniously, he's like just staring at you, locked eyes.
Just as we're over the acid, I'm just looking at him going, a little wink.
And with the gang all back together, this is a nice little spot for us to take a quick 5 before we finish things up for today. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the back half of this episode and the last few scenes of this adventure arc. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you in a few.
Bye, bye, bye.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the second half of the season finale of Dice Size Tales. We're gonna hop back into the action in just a second, but first, a couple little blurbs from some games we got going on here at the Emerald Collective in the next week. Starting tomorrow with the wonderful GM Dave up in the top right corner there, we have the Softhrone Saga.
Oh,
Continues
that's on
tomorrow.
the second.
On the second, excuse
Thank God,
me.
because I mean,
Sorry,
yeah.
I'm so
You're okay.
used to being Thursdays.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it is on Friday the
Yeah.
2nd, not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't tune in because it won't be on. And on Friday, the party are faced with several situations that demand their attention. But which path will they choose? With Valdar aware of their presence in Artex, Messalus has opted to travel alone to the Elven nation of Qualaril. I stumble over that every
You're
time, Dave.
okay.
Qualaril. A long and dangerous trek. Erixia must decide what to do with the revelation that the Raven Queen never presided over the souls of the lost Dragonborn during the event. Meanwhile, the Spectre has infiltrated the inn at which the party currently resides, but Ren is not the next unfortunate soul on its list at present. Is this the right place and time to finally put an end to the Spectre's macabre mission of vengeance, or will Ren meet his doom at the undead hands of what was once his brother? We'll have to find out on Friday. Dave, you got anything you'd like to add on to that?
No, looking forward to it. It's going to be good fun. It's going to be a hardcore fight, though. I'm going hardcore mode in this one.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then next Tuesday, we have Arcane Adventures in Andromedus with GM Carrig, who was in chat earlier. I'm not sure if he's still there, but hi if you are, Carrig. After a brutal fight which has left the party exhausted, interrupting their night's sleep, the party now stands only a short few miles away from Vortman's Hallows, the town noted to be the center of the cult of Shalgruthar's power. Buddy's family may be held captive within. How will our party tackle this next challenge? We're going to find out next Tuesday. I'm excited to see how that plays out. And I believe that's all we got in the next week here. Yes. So with that, back into the action, or lack thereof, I should say, as for those of you who may just be joining us, the party has finished off the final battle of this story arc, defeating not only the Black Dragon Thrax-Ragoth, but also the Revenant, who was once Sir Fenwick Penanceborn, a specter of Stereaka's past, and as well as a unnamed spellcaster who died before you got a chance to find out who they were, but that's okay. The party reaches the top. Golbrana and Syndra reach the ground floor where the rest of the party are. Before we hop too quick into things, and Damien, we're going to roll that 18 medicine check over. What were you trying to do? I'm also going to let the cat out because the meat
So, before I get into what I'm going to do, part of the process of doing it is I'm going to, within my cloak, open a little compartment, and out comes Malady, my familiar, to help me with this. I am trying to remove this dragon's heart.
Ooh, interesting.
You need a speed?
What?
A speed?
A spade?
Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't hear you the first time. Don't worry, Malady got it.
With your 18, you're able to work your way into Thrax-Ragoth's chest cavity, and the ribs are so large that you don't even really need to separate them. You can just kind of work your way with your hands around there, and all of the internal organs are intact still. One of the lungs is rather damaged on the side that Syndril slammed with his maul. You're able to retrieve the heart in very good condition.
Yes. After that, I kind of just sit there with it in my hand, and I just kind of stare into it. Almost kind of getting lost in it. That same, like, ghostly green glow that I had when I was attuning with the fungus for the graveyard revenant is appearing again in, like, my eyes and around my body and my veins. And then after about a minute or so, unless somebody would stop me, I would stand up and start containing it. I'd put it inside of one of my bags that are meant to keep things fresh for research purposes, and I slowly start to walk back to where the cart is.
Very good. You would remember that the cart had to be left behind back in the rainforest on the way here.
Yes.
However, if you would like to head to like a different location here in the city, then like you're certainly free to do so if you're looking for like a moment alone with this heart.
It's not as much a moment alone with the heart that I'm looking for. I just want what I want to do with the heart requires me to be at my cart because that's where my tools are.
Very good.
So if we're traveling with the party to go, then sure. Unless there's anything the party wants to do ahead of time, that's kind of where my head's at. I want to go back to the cart.
Okay. What is the rest of the gang up to?
Steriaka is now leaning over the remains of this this creature, and she plucks the amulet of Torm from around his neck or wherever he used to keep it.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out a very old threadbare bag, drops it in, and you hear a clink as she thinks back to the time when she went back to the plant that devoured the other paladin of Torm, and she waited for 5 days for it to excrete it, basically. That was the only thing that came out, and she took that, so now she has 2.
The guy that we blasted apart downstairs, is he similar to this guy up here? Was there any markings before I shot him?
He definitely undead in that same sort of manner, but you got the impression that he was some sort of ghoul.
Yeah, because I was going to, yeah. I don't know if it's one of the ones that Steriaka was after.
There certainly would have been no, like they weren't wearing any sort of adornments or anything that would have suggested that they were aligned with Torm at any point.
So have we stopped the plague now? I mean, those of us that might not be in tune with the plague or plague-like activities, I mean, have we found...
You can give me a medicine check.
Okay. 15.
15. So, you would remember back in Velthollow, the first time that Endymion kind of really took a look at those spore bombs and like what was going on inside them. One of the components of these bombs were a sort of stomach bile, which now having faced Thrax-Ragoth is very similar to what he was using for his acidic breath weapon. If not, that is kind of the component. So you may have stopped any additional spore bombs from being made, whether or not there are more around or if there's some sort of cure somewhere nearby is unknown.
All right. I guess she's going to head towards the tower then, and check around and see what's going on there.
Beauty. You can see there is a set of stairs leading up, kind of looking up the stairwell. You can see it goes up 2 floors from here. The first couple levels of the staircase are intact, and then you can see on the 3rd level the staircase is totally broken away. There's a hole in the actual ceiling, but there is another floor up there.
Yeah, she'll hop on the broom and go up there.
Okay. So heading up, let me just get my reveal here. The first, or I should say the 2nd level, reveals a sort of some sort of alchemy lab that's been set up in here.
God.
Sized for like a standard humanoid. Would you take a stop here, or would you go up to the top floor first?
Yeah, she'd definitely go up to the top and then work her way down.
Okay. Heading up to the top floor, going through that hole in the ceiling, you find Thrax-Ragoth's hoard.
Oh.
A absolute
Baba.
mountain of coinage, along with several like smaller containers of varying sizes, a couple chests, this sort of thing.
Okay. Well, I think she will use. Spell. She's got fuck all. What? She's a few spell slots left. I think what she's going to do is she's going to cast. Where is it gone? I hate these new character sheets. Ascending. I think she has sending.
I believe she does.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. So she's going to cast sending to Alice Skyra, and she'll say, make your way to the top of the tower. His horde is here. Beware of the alchemy lab. Seems explosion-y.
I think she'll just say that we'll be right there, and we'll relay that to those that are still down as well, especially about the alchemy lab to Golbrana and Endymion, given that that might be more their area of expertise.
That's their bag.
And start heading up the tower.
Wonderful. You're able to ascend the stairs to the second level without any sort of problem. You find yourself in that sort of alchemy lab setup. There is a half staircase leading up to the third floor, but the top half of it has been destroyed from some manner or another. You can see the obviously rather large hole in the ceiling leading up to that floor, where you can just kind of see Stereaka on the edge of that hole leading up.
She'll I guess she'll pop down and get them one by one on the broom.
I'll just throw my Misty Step javelin into the.
Yeah, it's
above.
not an uncomfortable feeling being on her broom, as the teeth are always moving.
Oh, you dirty.
Oh no!
I was wondering how long it would take for one of those to.
4 out of 5 dentists say no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Second, I'm being blinded.
No.
Yeah.
So one by one, you're ferried up there. Is everyone heading straight up right away, or is anyone hanging down in the lab for a second?
I'm staying in the lab.
Yeah.
I'm staying in the lab, yeah.
Okay. Ali, are you staying on the second floor or heading up to the third?
I'll head up and help shift some of this hoard.
We love this.
The Tensor's floating disc can hold 500 pounds worth of stuff if we
It sure
push it
can.
on the floor. So we've got a donkey.
We've got a magical donkey.
Yeah.
And
Very
fly.
good.
We have a cave troll.
Guess I'll go over here.
They have a
and,
mind goblin.
and just examine.
Careful, it's one of the Sugandis.
Oh no!
Well, what's a mind goblin? And were they at the were they at the Sugandis? What are the Sugandis? You got to tell me. I don't know.
What-
you got
what
to
is-
explain.
what
to me. You
is
can't
up,
bring it
dog?
up. What a mind goblin is.
Jesus.
If you're not going to
Jesus.
tell me what a mind
Ella,
goblin is.
I've
Has
heard
there
the
been
word
some
mind
sort of-
goblin 72 times in the past
it's-
10 seconds.
It's what a mind flayer does.
Yeah.
Does mind goblin.
Elle looks like she's staring out into a nuclear explosion there.
Yeah.
Have you-
Right.
Have you not got curtains?
Pictures.
My blinds are broken.
Oh,
They
no.
won't roll down.
What you could do is put
Assume
on
a funny
shades and
position
look
for your
super cool.
fault. Your
Oh, yeah, get a pair of sunglasses
Get
on,
a pair of
boss.
shades.
Yeah.
Actually,
What
I
is
might
it?
have some in my pocket.
Oh, brilliant.
Assume a funny position so when your body is found in a post-apocalyptic wasteland in 200 years, it'll be really funny.
Yeah.
like
absolutely.
Teddy bears in a toilet.
like
Oh,
Pompeii.
that
Yeah.
whale style, exactly.
Yeah, so some mix of
Gates there
Fallout
with me.
and Pompeii. Very good. I'm gonna start on the second floor.
Yes.
In fairness,
With
it actually
Endymion
it
and
suits
Galbrana.
Alaskyra.
Yeah, there you go.
So the two of you who have remained down in the lab for now, what are you up to?
I am scanning this area with my keen eye for any tripwires, any pressure plates, anything. Can I smell any gas? I've worked with tinkering tools to heat my own home.
Sorry about the gas.
Yeah.
I'll take an investigation check from you, please.
Okay. My passive investigation's 18, but sure, we'll roll the thing anyway.
You know what? We could work with your passive. That's totally fine.
I got a dirty 20 anyway. So.
Oh, there we go. We'll take the 20 then. Yeah, this place is trapped for sure. Looking at the 3 statues of these old dwarven knights that are kind of decrepit and kind of starting to crumble. The mouths, there is like a pipe leading into the walls, and you can see like maybe these expel some kind of gas. The trigger isn't immediately obvious.
And Demian, don't fucking move, please. This place is trapped. I know you can see the goodies, I can see them as well, but let's take our time.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Flavor of that magnitude.
Well, judging by the floor outside, it could be a pressure plate. Don't lift anything, I have no bags of sand. Are there any of the bits that look... You know, when you can see that one that's a bit discolored, anything that's a bit strange, I'll take out my water skin and throw it over the area to see if it falls through the cracks.
Okay, very good. Very good. We'll carry over that dirty 20. So the water doesn't seem to reveal any sort of areas where the floor would kind of fall away, any sort of pressure plates, anything like that. I would say that all the crates, they seem fairly uniform. There's nothing that's obviously out of place. The crate towards the back of the room looks maybe a little out of place. It's far larger than any of the others in here. It's got a big sort of like old school padlock on it.
I don't want to do it. That's a baby. I don't want to walk towards it, but I don't want to fall through a hole. Yeah, I'm going to tentatively walk towards Endymion to get a closer look from there. But given it that we dancer foot on the pressure plate, anything on the ground first, because I don't trust you at all. After that fight. Maybe we make a wee bit up towards Endymion, towards the thing, and then he can tear away from there.
You make your way over there, kind of gingerly testing the floor, and sure enough, the floor, at least the sections you've both walked so far, remain untrapped.
We've got D-Range Joiner in chat. It's like your biggest cheerleader right now to kill us all.
I know. I'm not sure it's going to play out that way, but and Demian, what are you up to in here?
I want to investigate the alchemist table. That's where my attention is. What do I see?
All right, I'll take a medicine check, please.
All right. What was my medicine again? That's a +7.
Very nice.
Yep, that's a 21, my dude.
So on either side of the kind of central workstation in here, there are 2 hearths that are currently unlit with these large cauldrons with this kind of purplish black liquid just sort of stewing in there. On the table, there are a variety of vials and flasks, each of them filled with different colored liquids. Some of them that are on, say, like the actual like rack off to the left-hand side, I guess Endymion's right. Those look like proper potions. You can see that there are 10 of them in there, a varying hue. They're all unlabeled.
Party!
as well as a couple distillations that you can recognize off to the other end of the table that are set up using like different potion ingredients that have been kind of set aside for quick access and easy use. Um, in the center of the table, there is, it looks like a flask is in the process of like pouring into and mixing into a differently colored liquid by the flask beside. Perhaps some sort of potion in the process of being made.
Yeah.
And then on the big stack of smaller crates just kind of behind you, those are labeled. And if the labels are to be believed, it is like a cache of maybe more collected potion ingredients than you've seen in your life. Nearly a dozen crates, probably 2 by 2. If they're full, I mean, you could live a long time without having to buy potion supplies if you carted some of this out of here.
I gotta figure out a way to cart this out of here.
Don't worry, I've got my Uber. Don't worry.
I got my Uber. As things are, as you're kind of getting a sense for the floor below, I'm going to pop upstairs real quick with Sindral and Aliskira and Steriaka.
That wasn't good.
You are faced with these just massive mounds of coinage. You can see like there's a bunch of gemstones kind of scattered within. You can see like there are packs of like books. There's a large like hogshead cask, like a 65-gallon cask, a cabinet of some sort that doesn't have like a glass front. It's like closed wooden doors. You can see that there's an old battle standard kind of sticking out, almost as if someone had like stuck it upon the top of a hill, like at the top of one of these mounds of gold.
So right before she investigates this chest here, Steriaka is going to climb up onto this pillar and absolutely do a Scrooge McDuck.
And it hurts.
I knew someone had
Yeah,
to.
that's fine. She's okay with it.
Swimming in a pool of gold coins like my boy Scrooge.
And then she's going to go and check this for traps.
I love this. Yeah, I'll take an investigation check.
Okay.
Advantages for Scrooging it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 21.
21. With the 21, you're able to determine that this chest, as well as any other chests or containers that are in amongst all this gold, there's no sort of like trap network set up here.
Cool, so it's a mimic.
It might be.
It might be.
You'll never know until it's too late.
She'll turn it slightly so it faces Sindral more than her, and then open it.
Yeah, very good. In this particular chest, there are... Okay, so first of all, there is a series of books, a number of treatises on alchemy and ingredient harvesting written by someone named Grand Alchemist Vineyard. It's dated nearly 100 years ago. There is a Tome of Leadership and Influence in here, which is a book containing guidelines for influencing and charming others. If you spend 48 hours over a period of a week or fewer studying the book's contents, your charisma increases by 2 to a maximum of 30. The manual then loses its magic, but then regains it in 100 years.
100 years.
She'll take that. Charisma's her bag.
Yeah, and there are a...
You wouldn't think it.
She's very persuasive when she needs to be.
Yeah.
And there are 2 kind of separately packaged, very richly ornamented flasks in here. One of them is a sealed platinum flask containing the last known aquavitae made in Drumcooldir. This is an extremely strong spirit. Only like a drop or 2 would get you like your average bar serving of a drink. Is extremely strong, extremely dilutable. Created by a master dwarf distiller by the name of Bargus Flameright. Not that the name would necessarily mean anything to you. The second of these vials, can you give me an Arcana check? Or a religion check, one of the 2.
think they're both equally as bad. Let's see.
They ought to be, yeah.
Arcana +2, religion. I think it's the same thing, +2. Okay.
It's
Boop.
not bad. You're already in it with 10%.
That's a nat 20 for a 22.
What's up with you on the nat
22.
20? Save some
This
for
is-
everyone
yeah.
else, dude. Come on.
Holy shit.
I'm getting all the 1s and 2s. Dave's
Yeah.
getting all the 20s.
The algorithm wants what
Alright.
the algorithm wants.
It's true. It's true. The second vial is something altogether different. The crystalline housing of it is kind of wrapped in the silver leaf, and in the center of it, you can see a sigil you've seen a couple times in the last few days. This silver needle wreathed in this sort of stylistic flame. You recognize it as the holy symbol of Sharindlar, the dwarven goddess of mercy and healing, and in some circles, reproduction. Comes in a case with a little card on it, because I don't feel like making you all identify everything in here. This is an artifact called the Vial of Everflowing Mercy. This is a holy relic created by followers of Sharindlar. Any water can be placed into it. It is currently full. And after a day's time in that vial, drinking just a small portion of it will cure any affliction, any disease. You have the realization that although you're beyond such insecurities, this might cure your afflictions, perhaps Endymion as well. Perhaps even all of Velthollow with enough time.
Okay. We'll bag all that stuff up. We'll see. After
gonna go for the
discussion,
cat.
you know, as to the thing's value and what we can, how we can help the town.
I'm going to go over to the cask.
Yeah.
And
Shocker.
I'm going to. Is it already? It's not tapped or anything. Is it sealed?
No, it is totally sealed.
He's going to
So-
cry.
So I'm gonna. I get my battle knife and I'm going to stab it into it and let it out a little bit so a few drops come. Just
Okay.
going to give it a sniff.
It appears to be clean, untainted water.
And I just say, oh,
Boo.
that's disappointing. I thought we would have had a
Probably
toast after
used-
that.
Most likely used by Thrax-Ragoth in their alchemical experiments. Just the mere presence of Thrax-Ragoth in this area has tainted all the water, at least until today. So keeping a supply of clean water nearby would be a valuable thing to have for them. The
You know, you
cask
gotta pick-
itself might possess like some sort of enchantment, but it's hard to tell just by looking at it.
I'm going to widen the thing with my knife a bit so it kind of starts pouring out. Not too fast. I'm just going to hold it over myself, give myself a little shower to get that the remains the acid, the stomach bile, the blood, and just like like a celebrity. I'm a celebrity. Get me out of here! Jungle shower, just like bask in it.
Aliskara, are you poking around as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think she's like using Mage Hand to like organize little piles of gold and root food things. Like...
I love it. Very good. Can I get an investigation check from you, please?
Sure. She's not very good at that. Oh, 17.
17 is good. So between the three of you and Aliskara helping kind of organize all the little piles of currency, after a while of being in this room looking over things, you get the total breadth of what's in here. The coinage amounts to nearly 30,000 gold pieces, about 300 pounds of gems and coins alone. Aside from the treatises on alchemy and the hogshead cask that Syndrill's currently using to give himself a little shower, there is an additional kind of store of rarer potion ingredients and spell components in here, as well as that battle standard, that flag that was kind of poked into the summit is a battle standard of Drum Kuldir, or it was when the city was still standing. You also find a number of magic items in here. There's a ceremonial sort of blunted longsword. It's with this embossed silver handle and an amber blade, stamped with the heraldry of Drum Kuldir. Definitely has an enchantment of some sort on it. I'll get to that in a second. But you also find a Staff of Plant Growth, which allows the user to cast the Plant Growth spell, channeling vitality into plants within a specific area a number of times a day. We have found the Tome of Leadership and Influence. There is a Heward's Handy Spice pouch in here. Belt pouch that appears empty and has 10 charges. While you're holding it, you can use an action to expend a charge, speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, and remove a pinch of it at will.
It literally just goes running over. It's like, mine.
Lifts us all out of the way.
I need it. Very good. And then after you have moved a significant enough portion of this gold away, my page is being slow. Let's go. There we go. You uncover a mid-sized cauldron, easy enough to pick up with two hands, bearing relief scenes of heroes cast on its sides. This is a cauldron of rebirth. So a druid or a warlock or I'm going to say witch in this situation, can use the cauldron as a spell casting focus for their spells, and it functions as a suitable component for the scrying spell. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can use the cauldron to create a potion of greater healing that lasts for 24 hours. As an action, you can cause the cauldron to grow large enough for a medium creature to crouch within, which is important because if you place the corpse of a humanoid into the cauldron and cover the corpse with 200 pounds of salt for at least 8 hours, the salt is consumed and the creature returns to life as if by a raise dead spell.
Fantastic.
And then once that property of it is used, it can't be used again for 7 days.
Salt curing our dead.
And then, sorry.
You missed it, Dave. We have a magic salt-powered resurrection cauldron now.
Which can be used by a witch.
Oh, excellent.
Which witch?
Which witch is who?
That's her retirement plan sorted.
The sandwich witch?
You need to get a load of Saxo, though.
As this is kind of going on upstairs, and things are being collected and sorted, I'm going to pop back to the second floor. And Demi and Golbrana, you're in this alchemy lab. Certainly is trapped to some degree, but the knowledge and contents of this room could prove very, very useful indeed. So how are we squaring that circle?
I've got my thieves' tools. I've got my tinker's tools. This case, I want to walk towards, do my ginger walk. I'm checking the whole way up, even if it takes me 10 feet every half an hour, to get in front of it. And I want to investigate it to see if it's got anything through the lock hole, any traps in it, before I try to either take the hinges off, if the lock's trapped, or if the case is trapped. That's what I want to try and smell.
Okay, I'll take an investigation check for sure.
Skibloot. That is a 21.
Ooh, very good. You're able to take a really good look at this. You can't really see anything through the hole in the lock itself, but there is enough of a gap in the lid where you can kind of lift it a bit. And you can tell that the chest itself has been booby trap from the inside. If the chest is opened without the lock being properly like unlocked, not necessarily with the key, your thieves tool should do. But if the chest is just forced open, it seems as though it has been rigged to activate a trap of some sort.
Okay, I'm telling all of you that. There's a trapped chest down here, and I will open it once you have all withdrawn. And if they want to use Tensor's floating disc to scoot away on, I can take it down at least, because it lasts an hour.
Great.
I'm going to cast Melf's Acid Arrow to melt the top of the chest open.
Okay. All right.
Gulbrana's standing there with the two fucking thieves' tools covered in smoke and dying.
Technical
you're
question
gonna-
though. Can you invert Tensor's floating disc and use it as a barrier?
Tensor's floating barrier.
Here, if Marty McFly can do it on a skateboard, I'm doing it.
That's,
Um,
yeah.
Just wondering.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
an
no, that-
interesting idea. I don't think so. But
Thanks, Dave. It's happening now.
so yeah, it's a wonderful idea, but I don't.
Hold on. What does it say? It says it's a force thing. Tensor's floating disc. It says, a spell creates a circular horizontal plane of force 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick, and floats 3 feet above ground.
Horizontal.
Yeah, horizontal. So like if
Horizontal.
you're above it, standing on it, if they're it might shield a blow a little bit, but
Now, as soon as I see him casting anything near this, I'm behind that. You know what? No,
Okay.
I'm fucking running to the stairs.
and Demian, can you roll your damage for me on that?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna look towards him, just gonna say, if the trap activates when the chest is opened, then just don't open it.
No, I don't. I disagree. No, this really serious. No, leave it. I don't want to insult your profession, but leave it alone.
That's 21.
God damn it!
21, and you're aiming just kind of right at the top of this thing, right?
Yeah, just to melt
Yeah,
the top
great.
off.
And it does seem to do the trick. It melts through the top of that chest and kind of burns it away. There's a moment of like, what's gonna happen? And the traps in this room don't activate.
Gulbrana's reaching into midair. Excuse me while I just eat my words.
Yeah, you seem to have found a successful workaround to this. What turns out being a crate full of like 40 of these spore bombs, all about the size of a fist, stacked very neatly and very carefully in layers all the way up.
Seems we have to destroy this in some way. Unless you need to take some as a sample, Endymion.
I most likely would. I'll take
Uh,
one. You can destroy the rest.
Try to make sure there's no fuse or detonation on it, and then we destroy the rest.
I'll give it a quick look down to make sure there's no saucy stuff going on. Like,
My
am I
plan.
gonna like grab this and it's gonna explode in my hand or something?
No, well, probably not.
I don't like the word probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do know that the pots that these are kind of contained within are fragile. If you're careful, it should be fine. But like, if you were to like drop one, that would be an issue.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll just take the one, and then that'll be it. The rest can be destroyed.
Good.
And then my 40 spore bomb mimics wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. No, that doesn't happen. You're able to retrieve one very carefully and safely, leaving the other 39 in there.
The plan for this, I want to put my cannon on it and then sink it, and use the cannon to shoot it while it's underwater. If that would dampen the spores, fungus and water ain't going to mix.
Yeah, we could just dump them out into the piss room, and then the acid will take care of it.
I thought you were an alchemist. You're more like an arcanist. An arcanist.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There's a chemical in there somewhere, and
I'm
it's in the
sorry.
piss drawer.
No, not the piss.
I think it's ammonia.
The piss drawer. Oh Jesus!
The piss
I thought-
partition.
I thought the teeth broom was the limit. No, it can keep going further.
Well, yeah, we will find the bottom of the barrel, so to speak.
The
Yes,
wee
yes.
wardrobe.
Bottom of the piss barrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, take this
Enough of that.
spatula. You'll need it to scrape it.
Oh.
Or the rest of the crates are they just like supplies and whatnot? They're all his.
Yeah, spell components, potion ingredients, that sort of thing. But like a lot of them.
Yeah, I need to find a way to bring them back.
Well,
But my cart does not work in the mud, so
yeah,
it's
my
not here.
my desk can hold 500 pounds, but it's only 3 foot wide, so no, it won't hold everything.
Stack them up one on top of each other.
Who has
D&D
the best
Jenga.
sleight of hand to try and like balance this?
Me. Plus 8.
All right,
But I'm
I'll
not
give
doing
you.
that.
I'll give you guidance. Come on, you can do it. I
I'm
believe
not
in you.
stacking fucking exploding piss bombs.
Not the piss bombs.
No.
The reagents.
Oh yeah, I'll stack them. Yeah, I'll stack them. That's okay.
Yeah. Not the piss bombs.
No,
would do that.
those are worse in their own way.
Yeah, I'm using a inspo. Come on,
We've got
baby.
some to spare, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
19.
big time.
19.
19 is rather good. It's a little unwieldy. Luckily, there's a hole in the ceiling, but you can kind of very nicely stack these in the center of your floating disc, and before too long, you kind of have to like get up the stairs and like stack. Those up on the top. Those up on the top floor can start to see these crates being stacked up, and you look down and you can see the floating disc below. Should be a fairly simple manner for you, Galbrana, to like move this thing up through the ceiling, kind of out.
Well, it can't. I can only take it downstairs. It can go down slopes or downstairs and stuff like that, but it can't raise up vertically or lower down on its own. If it goes over a hole, it'll float down, but it can't do it.
So
Like-
what if
yeah.
we raise the floor below it?
Yeah, that could work.
Or just lower the stuff down to us.
Or
and then
or
go
just
down
lower
through
the
the door.
stuff down and stack
Sure.
it outside, that kind of thing. Yeah, one way or another, you manage to do the thing, get it done. Yeah. I
Question:
suppose-
Would a floating
Yeah.
disc count as a floor, and we could cast a floating disc on top of that?
No,
Just
because
kinda,
it's the other one.
stack them.
I love
Just
where
kinda
your head's
stack
at, but
them. No, I'm
I
teasing.
don't think so. What's going on upstairs as the ingredients are being all carted out on the floors below?
I guess we'll just cart out as much as we can.
yeah.
Magical items that can help us and all the rest of it. Are there any mint stamps in these coins? Have they all been taken from the town itself?
The vast
or-
majority have the heraldry of Dromkuldir
okay, so
kind of
it's
stamped
probably-
onto them. Every once in a while, you would find like maybe a like separated coin purse that does have like more modern stamps in here.
Okay.
Perhaps some folks wandered in here and then their stuff got added to the hoard, but
Mm,
far and away it is mostly dwarven stamp currency.
okay. Oh no, yeah. So it doesn't belong to Velthollow, is what I'm getting at.
No, but I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
it could.
Right. But it wasn't taken there
Or-
directly, like So cool. All right, cool. So technically, it's ours then. That's cool. Yeah, I think Stereak is exhausted. She's gonna sit down in the gold for a while. Just plop. And just maybe take a short rest.
Mm. How about Alaskira and Sindril?
I think Allie will sit down with Stereaka and raise a pinky finger and say, I have a suggestion for a new promise.
What's that? She has her knife out ready to cut off both her pinky fingers.
Let's, instead of dying for each other, how about we just promise to live for each other instead?
As best we can, I suppose.
And as she does that, she will cast Minor Illusion so that her pinky finger remains with Sterearca as she.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Unfortunately, that spell lasts until either one of
it'll
us
disappear. Yeah.
No, the one where she takes damage for you lasts until we level up.
Good.
Right.
So it could be a while. So yeah, she's kind of exhausted, but like she's into it, and she kind of heaves herself up on her broomstick, and the teeth chatter, and she says, well, I suppose we should return to the town and accept our reward. What was it again?
I honestly don't know.
I think you're sitting on it.
But wasn't there payment from the town?
There,
church?
Yes, from the
Morning Lord.
That's the Morning Lord.
Yeah.
There was a promise of some sort of compensation, whatever that would have been was kind of vaguely defined, as well as information on the rest of the paladins of Torm.
Now we're talking. Okay, cool.
The real treasure was the friends we made along the
It's real treasure.
The real treasure was the pinky fingers we cut off along the way.
Yeah.
True. How many do we got now? It's more than one, which is a concerning amount of pinkies to own.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just kind of scooch back down to the town, will we? Or
Just before I'm looking at my
Yeah.
my new spice thing, and I'm just like I just testing it out, and I whisper into it, and sometimes I just hold it over. It's like, yeah, Ali, what does that smell like to you? And it's actually like it's pure, cayenne red, spicy chili pepper. Would nearly burn the tongue off a normal mortal. It's like give that a sniff, a little taste.
Sure.
Lick it.
Lick it.
Lick it.
I think it tastes like we've got an interesting dinner ahead of us.
God, I wish this world had cold toilet paper.
Oh, for fucking Jesus.
Cast prestidigitation on some.
There's got to be a wizard out there
Moisturized.
working on that.
Yeah.
Character idea. Okay.
Put it in the fridge.
So we could say during this time of kind of rest and collecting things in here, you can all get that sweet short rest in if you'd like.
Yeah.
As the three of you who were up on the top floor kind of make your way down with the things, do you kind of disclose to the other two what you found up there, or are you keeping it a secret for now?
No, not at all. Happy to let them know what's up there. Obviously, we can't carry it all, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, between the six of you, it would be an extra 50 pounds each in gold and like coins. Which would give you each about 6,000 gold pieces extra. Obviously, the hogshead cask is going to be difficult to get downstairs. But the rest of it is fairly portable.
The house that I'll just
Get in here.
strength 25. I'll just literally up on the shoulder and like carry it. But then jump down a little bit.
Yeah, superhero landing.
Exactly.
Wait.
And as the details of what was found up there are told to Golbrana and Endymion. Endymion, you hear of this vial of ever-flowing mercy, allegedly the ability to cure any sort of affliction or disease. Is there any sort of reaction to that?
At one point, it would have been, excitement or even just curiosity. Right now, it's cold indifference.
Interesting.
I just kind of look towards it, then to Steriaka. Will you be partaking in it?
I don't think so.
Why not? It's a way to get away from all of the ailments that have been bothering you since you were born.
Yes. I've come to learn that my ailments have made me who I am.
Such a shame.
I can persevere. Why don't you take a sip? See if it works.
There's something more important I must do. I'll discuss it more. I'll discuss it more when I get to my cart. It's imperative that I get there as soon as I can.
Let's not put the cart before the horse, then. Hurry up.
And after you've... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, sorry, the dog's trying to...
Okay.
She's
The
not
boar's
happy
bird.
She's not happy in her thing, so she wants to be held.
After a little bit of time passes, you all find yourself outside of this ruined chapel in the center of this now rather quiet ruined city. Already the mists that pervaded this whole area have begun to kind of dissipate and fade. It will take some time for this region to fully recover, but with Thrax-Ragoth's death, the corruption is slowly leaving this land.
In you go.
And is there any business we would like to take care of before we leave?
Well, I want to go to the Church of the Morning Lord and get those motherfucking names and locations.
For sure.
I
Yeah,
don't believe so.
She is the Paladin
go.
Slayer.
Indeed.
I think other
And
than
now
that,
Revenant Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if there's nothing else, then you make your way out of the ruined, flooded remains of Dromkuldir. Have a relatively easy time of getting back. You make your way out of the swamps to the Malifi rainforest once again. Moving at a decent pace. There's a single night where you'll need to camp, but again, nothing bothers you. You finally have some space to breathe. And about halfway through the next morning, you return to those cliffs where you left the cart, where you fought off that battalion of kobolds. I'll put you all near the bottom there where the cart is.
We've taken a long rest by this point, or no?
Yeah, you would have taken one the previous night, so you feel free to long rest if you like. Y'all level up again.
Oh, wow.
If we ever revisit these characters, they'll be that much more powerful.
Nice.
oh, and Stereoka's now bound
It'd be
to
interesting if we did.
get injured.
It would be.
Yeah.
Now that we've returned to the cart, Endymion, what are you up to?
I am going to wait until nighttime before I begin doing what must be done.
Jesus, Mary and St. Joseph.
Interesting. So packing
Not-
up your
Yeah. Not to
Packing up all
cause. We keep interrupting each other.
Yeah,
go,
you
go
do it, you
ahead
do it.
first. Okay. Not to. Hoping not to interrupt anybody or cause any undue worry. I am going to wait until night when everybody's just kind of rested and by themselves. I am going to bring out my surgical tools, my medical kit, and I am going to begin to make calculated lacerations on my chest, opening up certain sections where my major arteries and veins would be, and then stitching and grafting the heart directly into my chest. Trying to attune to the dragon's heart. Become one with it.
I am going to need
59 constitution savings.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to go a medicine and an arcana check first, just to
Alright.
see how well the planning stage goes on this.
Imagine he
Can I
killed himself.
guidance? Can I guidance these?
Yeah. Yeah, you can have guidance.
Oh god.
Nice sterile location.
Alright, so
for the
medicine is
surgery
a
as well.
+7.
The toilet.
16 plus the D4. So 17. I don't like the medicine, especially since I'm doing surgery on myself, being less than a 20, so I'll use a flash of genius for the 17 to become a 22.
Very good.
And then the
Very good.
Arcana, which is a +9
Ooh,
for a
very
23.
good. Okay. And sorry, every time you say I'm going to do surgery on myself, I hear they did surgery on a grape. That's going to live in my brain forever. Okay. And I'm going to need a...
Has the stream stopped?
We're back now, I believe. But yeah, there was a little crash there.
Oh,
Oh,
Apologies for
Cool.
that, folks. Should be coming in loud and clear now. And I'm going to need a DC 20 Constitution save from you, Endymion.
alright. +8 to con saves. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You're able to, with a mix of your own alchemical brews and maybe you're getting someone to kind of help hold tools or something, you're able to do this heart replacement on yourself. This heart that you're trying to get into your chest is nearly the size of your chest.
Yes.
And it is uncomfortable and it is painful and awkward, and there's moments where you feel like it's just not gonna work. And then you manage to reconnect the arteries and you feel almost innately this heart shrink, almost molding it to your own chest cavity.
Yes.
And after you are stitched back up and you've had some time to kind of recover, you feel strong. You feel dangerous. You feel healthier than you have in a long time. I will say that this doesn't rid you of your afflictions, but this does provide a visible recovery to your general condition. What do you think that looks like?
So so now that it's kind of grafted into my chest, it wasn't completely placed on the inside, especially since the beginning was so big. So just
Yeah.
kind of like this round lump that's kind of on the surface of my body that now just kind of beats visibly. You kind of see both of the what are they called, ventricles?
Yes.
Yes, beating in rhythmic fashion, on my chest with all of the veins that were connected going across and into my body. And I feel a more vitality than I've done before. All of my afflictions are still there, but the lesions and the dissections that I've had in the past, all of the necrosis has started to fade. I still visibly have these illnesses, but to a much to a lesser degree, making them a little bit easier to deal with. But I can also feel that when Thrax-Ragoth used the illness to use the disease to spread these fungus spores to make an army of the undead, he had influence over them. He had control over them, like innately. What I'm hoping to accomplish with this experiment is to wrestle control away from him and into me. I want to, like as I felt before when I saw him in that mindscape, when I first took control of the graveyard revenant and he tried to vie for power, and then I was able to overpower that with my force of will with that nat 20. I want to feel that same control that I had then, but to anyone that's been infected.
I will say that the extent of his control over the infected may have been lesser than you expected. You are aware in this moment of every soul infected by that. Their vague locations kind of clustered into the distance in the direction of Velthollow. You can sense hundreds of lives in that direction. But also others far to the south, fewer of them. But they're there, and you can almost see them. If you close your eyes, you get flashes of the streets of Velthollow, the interior of buildings, sick beds, these almost like refugee camps that have been built up where the sick are being tended to. You're able to perceive through their eyes and through their senses in the way that Thrax-Ragoth was able to. But to seize control in this moment seems a tall order.
More experimentation must be done then. Does anyone think that they're awake or would notice this or would try and step in? I'm not trying to necessarily hide it, but I am trying to keep quiet to not involve anybody else. Like if you went to check on the cart, you could very clearly see everything that's happening.
Teriyaki is fast asleep and snoring her head off.
Yeah, if it is the case that everyone feels as though they'd be asleep during this time, that is totally fine.
I just fall asleep clutching my new item just like this. Like it almost looks weird. It's like, this is the greatest thing ever.
I love my spices.
I love my spices.
And then as the morning kind of comes around in Endymion, are you making any effort to kind of cover that up with your clothing, or?
My body still needs time to heal because of the
Yeah.
surgery, so it's not going to be something I could hide. I would still have like visible bandages and whatnot that are not indicative of the type of damage that I've taken in the fight. This is something very clearly new.
Yeah. Whereas at the same time, you're like obviously newly bandaged, and there are new wounds there that the party haven't seen, but at the same time, like you look maybe better than they've ever seen you. At least like the bits of skin that they can see if you're not wearing your mask, it's like much clearer and healthier.
New skincare
Follow-
routine is looking good.
I appreciate it.
Following morning comes and continue your travels back to Velthollow. Upon your arrival, you are rewarded with, compared to what you've just found in the swamps, a kind of measly coinage reward that the city was able to scrape together. It's another 2,000 gold pieces. But also, Stereaka, you are given information on the whereabouts of some of these paladins of Torm.
Okay.
Far to the south, in a place called the Thyssen Vale, there seems to be a newer order of paladins of Torm that have taken root there and have begun to extend their influence. The names of which are largely undiscovered, but there is a name that you remember. What is that name?
I've got notes for this. Next on the list is Sir Varus, then Sir Heliodor, then Sir Pontaine, and then Sir Olant.
We'll say Sir Heliodor and Sir Varus are named in this missive. At least two of them are there. Whether or not the rest are is unknown, but it is a lead.
That's where she's going.
Using the vial, it will take some time, but Velthollow does have a route to health once more. I think as we close things off, I'm going to start with Stereaka because we have an idea of what that looks like, but you're given, boarding and food for as long as you desire it after you return to Velthollow, but where do we go over the next couple days? We'll start with Stereaka. That seems like the obvious one.
She's itchy to leave, but at no point does she explains what she's going to do, and she does explain what happened. Maybe one night over, like a meal by the fire when the staff have cleaned the kitchen and they're the only ones left, and the fire is burning low. She explains what happened. I don't need to do it again. But, and she is aware that a lot of people would consider these paladins to be good people. But she doesn't. And she lives by her own code. So, she's going to execute them as painfully as possible. All of them. Then that's her plan. And she explains that she's... welcome in. It's the last one. What number session is this? It's the last one. And she explains that she's heading south because she knows that there are two of them down there. And I think you would be all there for that. But at no point does she ask you to help her.
How does the gang react to that? Do you have business that calls you elsewhere in the coming days? Are you hanging out here in Velthollow, or are we accompanying Stereaka?
Sorry, you go.
No, go ahead.
I think Ali's personal wants or things to look for feel a lot further away than the immediacy of what the party has just been through and the bonds that have been forged, and the fact that Stereaka has this direction, at least for dealing with her past, is enough that Ali would want to go and support her with that. So it's a whether they're invited or not, she's planning on going.
Okay.
So
like Syndril is happy to fall. Like he's found his friends, he's found his compatriots, those who've risked for him, and he's risked for them. He's very happy to keep the group together and to help Asteriacha get vengeance for those who wronged her. He's a little bit, as I said, her primal nature and the violence she feels is at odds with his new sense of self, and he's not trying. He doesn't want to try and change her, but he almost wants to test himself in the face of that to show that he'll do his best to be better, to make the choices, to bring the violence and bring the pain when it's needed, but that as God, what's his name? Albert or Albert is the old innkeeper who took him in when he found him in the woods. Just lived by do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, when possible. So he's kind of reached a blend there. Don't be walked over, but defend yourself and those who you love. So, and in the meantime, the last few days he's just literally set up like a soup kitchen or an outdoor kitchen and has just been cooking all day and night for the sick people who are coming in who haven't had access to full proper meals if they've been in the quarantine zone after they're healed. Just cooking for the pure joy of feeding people and making people feel better in themselves.
And then murdering the ones that don't say thank you in their beds at night.
not murdering, but they might get an extra pinch of the some of the hotter spices.
The infernal cayenne. I love that. Infernal cayenne is my favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers record. How about Endymion?
Did Dean go? My thing's gonna be a little bit longer, so I don't want to.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So if we want, we can go Dean first.
Yeah.
So Gulbrana for the few days we've been back has been quiet. Conversing pleasantries and stuff, but quiet. He's seen that there was a vial for them to take they could have used to cure them, and he's now come to terms with the fact that if there was some way to get a body for Eugene, it would sacrifice someone else, and he's not prepared to do that because he's got this mind of if the balance is off, he has to bring the weight down somewhere else. And he thought everything was done, but now we know where these paladins are, and innately he's like, yeah, we go and smack them. He has in his head, Steriaka needs to put a full stop at the end of this. He's going to be there. At least
she will explain to everyone though that like her mothers were considered monsters by 99% of the world, and the paladins, like if we were in a court of law, the paladins would like have said we were doing our sworn duty. So by following her into this, like we're gonna be fucking bad guys basically.
For him, with what his parents done to him, that we're going to do to Eugene, he's more than happy to be like, I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, he's happy to overthrow the regime. No problem. They can't handle the truth. Yeah.
All right, we'll go Endymion and then kind of do our little wrap up here.
When I was first intertwined and attuned with the revenants, I could feel their souls, the essence, who they used to be, their sins, scarred or tattooed on their flesh for eternity. I could feel it all. The treachery, the blasphemy, the lies, the deceit, the cheating, the harm caused. So much harm. I can feel all of them. Every single person infected with this disease. I can feel their sins, their desires. And I could be that change. I was given a second chance at redemption to work towards redeeming myself, bettering myself from the sins that I've committed in past, in my old life, and I was gifted this power. It's like a temptation, something that could have let me fall back into my old ways of wanting influence and control over others, but I can use this to cure the world of sin. It's the ultimate pestilence. The good gods that created this world didn't intend for sin to corrupt through their creations like this. I can force these sinners to repent. Those that aren't willing, I can do that. I can fix things. I can fix things. I can make it right by everyone. All of you that were wronged. You, Steriaka. Your family was slain. Sindral, spending years of your life in an eternal war you didn't sign up for. Gulbrana, you've lost somebody dear to you. You search for something that I can't quite give you. I want to make it better. If you'll be with me, I'd be glad to have you. If not, this is where we part. But know I do this for the good of everyone.
And Demian's going to be the BBEG in season 2, isn't he?
100%. The fixer.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. I was like, when I got attuned to it, I was like, he feels this. This is how it's gonna go. This is how it's gonna go.
This is a direction for sure.
This is a direction I could take, and that's the one he's going in.
Gulbrana, do you accept his offer to go with him, or stick to your word and then head out with Steriaka and Sindral and?
In normal circumstance, I would have went with him for scientific and other discoveries, but when the scales are tipped, he has to jump on the other side, so he's sticking with what he said.
Okay.
More so to the fact that Eugene in the back of his head is saying he still makes the nuggets.
That's good. I want more of those. Very good. So I suppose the following morning, the four of you anyway, prepare to leave and say goodbye, maybe for now, maybe for good, to Endymion, as he packs up his cart, heads to parts unknown, and begin heading south out of Velthollow and into the sunrise. And that is going to end our first season of Dice Size Tales.
That was amazing. Thanks, Craig.
Thank you,
Smashed it.
everyone, for
Well,
tuning in and
Goosebumps.
sticking around for this first season, which did go a little longer than I thought, but I didn't want to rush it because
No.
you guys were just so amazing. The characters you brought and the story that we started to tell with these characters. I'm excited to look back and maybe revisit this party of characters again.
it's
in the
amazing.
future.
I mean, I just got my Battle Master subclass and my Fighter multi-class, so
Yeah,
I shall need to use that at some point.
For sure. Big thanks to Kate, our resident techno mistress, the lady behind the scenes and behind Dave.
Hey, thank you, Kate. Beautiful maps.
She is doing all of the various lords of this fantasy world's work. And we really couldn't do it without her. And I really, really appreciate it. All of the maps I've been using, this one of Velthollow that I've been using is by Mike Schley Maps. I very briefly showed a map of the cliffside, which is by Cosmic Stew. You can find them on Patreon and other places. I'm sure I find them on Patreon. And then I think I don't have any other. Yeah, the Thrax-Ragoth's lair was a recreation of the Black Dragon map from Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. All the music used today was either by Tabletop Audio or by Travis Savoy. And that is what I got for shoutouts. We will be back with Dice Size Tales Chapter 2 in the next few weeks. I'm hoping for the 15th, but we can chat about it and see what works. We won't have the whole gang for season 2. We'll be saying bye to Dave and Elle for season 2 with a hopeful return for season 3.
Absolutely.
But as we go into season 2 with a couple new players, including the wonderful GM Carrig, who has Arcane Adventures in Andromedas on Tuesday, we will be playing the Alien RPG by Free League Publishing, going through a module of theirs that was published, and I've kind of made some tweaks to here and there. Very excited to get into that. More on that in the coming weeks. And until then, be sure to check out the Soft Run Saga on Friday. And until I see you next, I cast bless on all of you. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Thank you, Craig.
Amazing story,
Yeah.
Craig.
Everyone.
Brilliant.
Thank you,
Thank you guys.
Craig.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And Happy New Year to everyone when it
Happy
comes.
New Year.
Happy
Yeah.
New Year, everyone.
Happy birthday
Talk to
to
you
this
next year.
one on New Year's Day.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy
Bye.
birthday.
Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
All right, I'm throwing her into a ball pit, by the way, not onto the ground.
RKO the child.
Ugh.